Title: The Haunting of Willowbrook High. It was a chilly autumn evening when it all began, and the wind whispered secrets through the corridors of Willowbrook High School. I, a timid high school student named Alex, found myself tangled in a web of spine-chilling events that forever changed my perception of reality. It started innocently enough. I was staying late after school, working on a group project with my friends Sarah and Mark. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting eerie shadows across the empty halls, we heard peculiar noises echoing through the building. At first, we dismissed them as mere creaks of an old school settling into the night. But soon, those sounds evolved into something more sinister. One night, as we huddled in the library, engrossed in our books, the lights flickered. Sarah joked nervously, maybe it's the ghost of old Mr. Thompson, the former librarian, coming back to find his favorite book. We all laughed, trying to dispel the uneasy atmosphere that had settled upon us. Little did we know, something far more ominous lurked in the darkness. The following evening, as I was leaving the school, I glimpsed a shadowy figure in the corner of my eye. When I turned, there was no one there. I shrugged it off as a trick of the fading light, but a creeping sense of dread gnawed at my insides. Unsettled, I quickened my pace, only to hear faint whispers carried by the wind. I strained to catch the words, but they slipped away like smoke in the breeze. The occurrences grew more frequent, and a pervasive fear settled over Willowbrook High. Lockers slammed shut on their own, and classroom doors creaked open in the dead of night. Rumors spread like wildfire, and soon, the entire school was abuzz with tales of a vengeful spirit haunting the halls. Desperate for answers, Sarah, Mark, and I decided to conduct a makeshift seance in the school basement. Armed with candles and a Ouija board, we gathered in a circle, hoping to communicate with the restless spirit. As we placed our hands on the planchette, it began to move, spelling out cryptic messages that sent shivers down our spines. The spirit identified itself as Eleanor, a former student who had met a tragic end decades ago. She revealed that she had been wronged in life, and her spirit was trapped in the school, seeking vengeance against those who had betrayed her. We listened in horror as she recounted her tale of betrayal, her voice echoing with pain and anger. Driven by empathy, we vowed to help Eleanor find peace. With the guidance of a knowledgeable teacher, Ms. Bennett, we delved into the school's history, uncovering long-buried secrets that connected us to Eleanor's past. It turned out that the school had a dark history of bullying, and Eleanor had been its most tragic victim. Armed with this newfound knowledge, we devised a plan to confront the bullies who had tormented Eleanor in life. As we confronted them, the school seemed to come alive with supernatural energy, lights flickering and shadows dancing on the walls. The bullies, faced with the consequences of their actions, confessed their guilt and remorse, finally acknowledging the pain they had caused. In that moment, the atmosphere in Willowbrook High shifted. The air, once heavy with malevolence, seemed to clear, and a warm, golden light filled the halls. Eleanor's spirit appeared before us, her expression no longer twisted with anger, but instead filled with gratitude. With a soft smile, she thanked us for helping her find closure and peace. From that day on, Willowbrook High School was no longer haunted by fear and despair. The tale of Eleanor's redemption became a legend, a reminder of the consequences of cruelty and the power of empathy. As for Sarah, Mark, and me, we carried the lessons we had learned with us, forever changed by our encounter with the supernatural. And so the haunting of Willowbrook High came to an end, leaving behind a legacy of compassion and understanding that would be remembered for generations to come. But the memories of that eerie autumn, the whispers in the dark, and the courage it took to face the unknown would stay with me, a reminder of the strength that can be found even in the face of the most terrifying challenges.